First, it was our second day that we met.
No, we met on orientation.
Oh yeah, that's right. That is right. Y'all were so sweet because that meant a lot to me, considering you know how Californians are. Well, to me at the time. I was like, oh, they're so sweet.
I was like, I love the different people that's out there.
Yeah.
I love it.
Girl, I will never forget you preparing to beat girls' asses for me.
That's my loyalty.
Period.
That's all, and I still will.
I was like, cause like next time like somebody keeps giving me dirty looks and talking about me, knowing I can't do anything, I said let me get Gabby, let me get Gabs.
I got you. No, it's because I don't know. I always told you that. I know what you mean. Like the way like you would just walk around, do you, and everyone would just look at you like, ew.
Mhm.
I don't like that. I don't like the way people are.
Yeah. But that's what happens when you're the it girl.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, how do you feel though? Like, knowing you're gonna go into like the industry and knowing how people are.
I feel like
Have you put yourself like to the hate that people are gonna be putting? Like, have you already like accepted that there's people like that in the world and it's not gonna stop you? Remember, if someone got something to hate, you're doing something damn well right.
Exactly.
You're doing something right, because everyone that got a hate on someone, they're doing something that they are scared to do for themselves. And how, you know, that's one thing that's a pill that people do not want to swallow.
Right.
You know, like they don't want to swallow like, oh, you know, they're pushing themselves to that. Well, they're this and that, you know, like people are doing all these different things. I was like, and he wants to do music now. She was like, really? I was like, yes. I was like, and genuinely, like, I'm proud of him, you know, because, you know, he's different, you know. Well, I see that different, you know, but he's gay, you know, and a lot of people don't like that, you know. She's like, yeah, you know how this generation is now.
Yeah.
I was like, exactly, you know.
Trash.
And then she's like, well, honestly, tell him to do it, you know, tell him not to have nothing stop him. And I was like, I tell him. I make sure I tell him every time I get to talk to him, whether it's writing on his story, whether it's just a, hey, how you been, whether it's a TikTok comment, you know, I try to still motivate him and for him not to lose that little thought, you know, of something being so small but could turn out so big, you know, like I make sure. And then she's like, that's good, you know, because I know how evil people are.
Yeah.
You know, people are so rude, so everything, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm proud of you. How you still pushing. You don't give a damn what people say. People say something, you come back. You know, you're gonna do it. You know, really, you got it.
Thank
know
you.
That for sure.
And I appreciate like how I see your hearts on my stories and your comments on my TikTok. I really appreciate all of that. I'm like, this is a real, true friend.
I got to show that love and support.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
right.
I fucked with you since I met you. I'm gonna keep fucking with you. You know, that's just me. You know, I've never. I don't know. You know, I felt like I was like, oh, this is a cool person. You know, and then we started talking. And I was like, this is really a good person. You know, that I want to really like, you know, have in my life. You know, so I just told, you know, I was like, I make sure, you know, he knows I'm here. I'm here if anything, whether a call, a text, advice, I'm here, you know?
I'm sorry, I'm not really the best at reciprocating energy like that because, you know, like, I feel like people come and go and I'm so used to, like, cutting people off, like, at a first thought that I don't get attached to people and I feel really bad.
Oh, don't. That's just me. You see that?
Yeah.
You know, but that's honestly how I am. Like, I'm the type of person that tells someone, hey, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
And I just forever do.
Right.
You know, until you do something to me, it's like, no, don't talk to me. But other than that, like, I can really say, like, if I say I got you, you know? And I've always kept that energy with you. I never reflected on, you know, I never went ghost on you, or, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
But it's just a part of life, you know? Everyone does their life and everything, but it's like, I always told you, hey, anything, you got me. Holla at me. Give me a call, give me a text, you know?
Mm-hmm. Right.
I just remember you telling me, everyone's fake. I have never met no one real until my best friend. And I was like, oh, I was like, oh, I was like, he has his guard up. I was a little scared. I was like, oh, okay. You said what?
I still think that, not about you though. Not about you.
No, I know. I got my perspective to change about me with you.
Yeah. I mean, because I like, I'm better now about people, but I just like, I'm really glad they show me their true colors, you know, sometimes. So it keeps me from like trying to be friends with all the wrong people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it kind of puts like a distance, a barrier, you know, like, oh,
exactly.
I could be cool with you to this extent.
Right.
You're not my person.
Exactly.
I only have 2 friends, you know, keep it like that, keep it to that. you know. Keep my circle small, keep my business low, you know. Just like you, honestly, you know. You don't really put business out there, you know, and like, you know, it's just better to move quietly. You know?
Exactly.
You tell the wrong people good news or like anything, they just give you bad vibes, you know, and they just give you like an evil eye, you know,
right?
To where like your life just goes down the hill, you know. And for some reason, oh shit, I don't get that job, or for some reason something goes left, you know.
Right.
Because people could try to be your friend and like hate you deep inside.
Oh, I know people like that.
Jealous of you, you know. And I was like, damn, you know, like
the most hateful people be in the warehouses. I don't get it.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, I remember, bro, I would just be right there moving the boxes down the fucking lane, and you would just walk past, and I would look up, and then people just looking at you, and people whispering. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? And I told her, like, it's because your ass fat. I was like, I'm sorry. I was like, I am sorry. I was like, Lord, forgive me for looking at that thing, but your ass is fat. That's why they're hating on you. Or they just honestly hating because they're like, oh, she gonna take my, he gonna take my. And I'm just like, well, yes, dude, like people are looking at you like all miserable and shit. I'm like, damn, like live your life. Yeah, right. You know, go do you. Go find a job that suits you. Go, you know, right. Just do you.
If you're worried,
give someone some ugly ass eyes.
Right. If you're worried, I'm about to take your man. You might need to find a new man. If you think that me as a man can take your man.
Right, dude. Like I remember that one couple. She had like, I don't know, I think her hair was colorful, and she was always with this one guy. Dude, every little corner, bro, you would walk, she would just look at you, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I was just at her too, like, why are you looking at him? Like, you know, like, why are you just... So I look at you, and I'm like, and I look at your butt, and I look at you, I'm like, that's why. I'm like, I'm pretty sure her hair looked at your ass. I was like, oh, and now she's just right there mad as like, damn, how the fuck is he looking at that? And I'm like, you know,
I've seen that.
Like that. Like, I'm like, bro.
I've seen like couples do that, and then like some guy, he'll look at me, and then he'll start talking mess to his girlfriend just to cover up the fact that he was looking.
That's sad.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, dude. Like, guys, there's so many straight men that actually are curious, and there's so many bitches that are so bitter, and they're so blind to see that. You know, it's kind of like, I would feel like if my man personally would do that, you know, I'll be like, I think you're gay. I think you're gay because he's attractive looking. He's really attractive looking. Ain't nothing wrong with him, you know? But I don't know, straight guys are weird, to be honest.
They really are. A lot of these men are not straight.
They're not. They're hiding. I'll tell you.
I think the world would be a lot better place if we could all admit that sometimes we might be bi-curious or bisexual.
And it's like, why hide that though? You know, like why not really? You know,
society.
But I hate it. I hate it because it's like there's guys that act straight but are curious. You know, but they bring so much hate upon that industry, like the gays. It's like, don't do that. Like if you're miserable with yourself, don't throw hate at that.
Right.
You know, try to figure out you. Try to figure out how you're gonna come out. Try to figure out if you're really gonna be curious. You know, don't hate because they're just human beings like you. You know, like don't do that. You know, they have their preference just like you do. It's like, just leave them alone. You know, I've always honestly seen it like that. Always.
Right.
You know, but it's like, I don't know, this generation, the world we're in, it's crazy now. You know, so much hate everywhere.
Right. It's so negative nowadays. That's what I really want to change with my music. The vibe.
I feel like you will. Like, you're honestly, like, I don't know how to tell you. It's like, you can honestly change the mind of someone. Like, pursue someone. I'll leave it as that. Because even with talking to you in your tone and just the way you are, I was like, damn. I was like, I feel it. I feel this person's energy, you know. I feel his energy, you know. And like the second you told me I'm gonna do music, I was like, you do it.
Yeah.
You can do it.
I remember.
You can do it because you're gonna do it. You're gonna make it. I already know. I feel it.
Yeah.
Just do it. You know, and you're like, really? And I was like, you can do it. What's stopping you? Nothing should be stopping you. You're like, oh, I'm gonna do it.
You're right.
Nike says,
just do it. Right.
I don't know. It's just so crazy. I'm excited.
Me too.
I'm telling you right now.
I'm gonna be having you at shows for free, front row on stage.
Oh, y'all ready for the sneak peek? I was waiting for that motherfucking sneak peek. It never popped up.
Oh, because I'm still working on it. I'm sorry. I had went through like 2 producers. I'm on my second one right now. He's waiting on me, so I'm actually supposed to be tweaking the words in a little bit before I go into work to finalize it and then start getting it recorded.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I got another question about my name real quick.
What's up?
So, should I pronounce it Sunday or Sunday?
I feel like the other one. The second one.
Sunday?
Yes. The way you said it just, suits you better. But if you want something like different, but that has a meaning, just do the regular Sunday.
Sunday. I don't know. I'm gonna have to ponder on that one.
Yeah, you kind of have to think about it, kind of turn and move the wheels around to really figure out that one.
Exactly.
Dig a little bit deeper.
I gotta make sure that the meaning is there, not just, because it sounds cool.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do some research and see what significance I can find,
That suits you.
Yeah.
And the name. Mm-hmm.
Period.